So you're all probably wondering what the hell is my role in all this, right? So let me take Christy, let me take this way back to the beginning. About 40 years ago, we're in this church, and I'm holding this little baby in my arms, and Carol's over my left, and Rick's over my right, and Christy's in my arms, and crying, and wets my pants.
Atta girl, Christy.
She's been a fire plug ever since. But anyhow, as life goes on, Rick and I have been friends ever since our fraternity days. And Christy's born, and my kids get to play with their kids. And I moved to San Luis after being in Minnesota, and then next thing you know, the Skeltons are coming up to visit the Mises up in San Luis Obispo, and then I've taken over raising my nephew, Joe. And Joe, at that time, I don't remember his name, but anyhow, he came and he really enjoyed living with us, with his Aunt Pat and I, and so he took the name Mies. And so as the years went on, as the Skeltons would come up and start visiting with the Mises and all that, well, the kids were out playing. You know, we were all having a great time. As years passed on, about 10, 15 years later, next thing you know, we find out that Joe Mies has fallen in love with Christy Skelton, and lo and behold, a marriage is on the way. And then from that, Stevie comes along. So I've gone from having a nephew who's become a son that I've raised to now having a grandson-in-law. And one of the great regrets in my life is I haven't been around as close to really get to know Steve. But I've noticed how Stevie has grown very much like Joe over the years and has that very competitive edge. I've always been a Notre Dame fan, and so Joe always became, well, I'm an SC fan, so we were always
Note the UCLA in the background.
Anyhow, so as years go on, I have to tell you, one of the grandest things I've ever seen amongst all my friends and everything is the relationship of Rick and his grandson. I remember when Rick would have Stevie practice doing slam dunks in the trash can to make the basketball shots, and how proud Rick was. And I've never seen a man who interrelated with his son, his grandson, more than Rick has, and just been a wonderful example. And then I was so happy to see when Christy and Ralph met, and they had a wonderful family, and Shelley came along. And Rick would tell me these great things about the way that Stevie and Shelley do get along, and big brother, little brother, it's been really great. But to wrap it up, I got the opportunity about a month and a half ago to go camping with, and Stevie came along with one of us, and next thing you know, in all our lives, it's always been S&S, Sunshine, and Skelton versus M&M, Mies, and some other guy named Mitch. You know, I got his name Mitch, and so Stevie was there. I said, "Come on, you got to join." And so M&M, Mies and Mies took on Sunshine and Skelton, and won in cards. And so here's a whole generation later. I have to tell you, I'm just so proud to someday, I'm glad to hopefully say, and I know I will, be Dr. Mies. It kind of sounds good. Thank you, Rick and Carol and Christy and Ralph and me, Stevie, and what a great family. That's it.
All right.
Thank you.
As I recall, there was an S&S that still beat an M&M. Now with Stevie and me, that's a Steve and Sunshine. Press the